Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokemon Crystal and my Mono Bug Run. And yeah, before taking on Chuck, I figure I might as well pick up Shucky here. After all, we might have a use for it later on down the road, if not immediately, you know? I'm just not sure what that use would be. But hey, maybe by the time I have a use for it, it won't even matter anymore. It happens a lot. So to say, I mean, if I come back too soon, he'll just take it back without, giving me anything for it. That would kind of suck, you know, stopping to talk to him, then losing it instantly. Well, let's do this. Let's pick up our next badge. First, we gotta go through the evil, man-eating Yoshi that hides in a human suit, though. Ugh. Nasty guy, man. Well, time for a strength attack. Well, it's good, but not good enough. Despite that, it still did quite a bit of damage. I guess I should have self-reflect. Oh well. Now, why couldn't the first strike been a critical hit? You know, instant knockout, no fuss. But no, of course it had to be a normal hit, then followed by a critical. That's just how my luck works, usually. It's bloody annoying. I remember doing a lot of that while I was doing, Fire Emblem 2, the Sacred Stones, where, like, oh, normal attack, and it's like, oh, critical hit when the enemy has, like, 1 HP left. Like, that was pointless. It's not like doing a critical hit prevents my weapons from being made useless, after all. Gosh darn it. Land the critical blow when it actually matters. I mean, sometimes that would happen, but it was unusual. Usually I'd end up running a critical hit, you know, when it mattered the least. Trying to freeze me up, huh? I guess I could have technically leered at you. Do a bit more stylish knockout here, but screw it. Well, that was a more fitting pick than the Ice Punch, I'll give you that much. But still wasn't anywhere near close to being good enough. Okay. Sadly, we're not going to learn any real fighting moves until much later on. First one up's Counter, which might come in handy against Steelix, it might not. I'm not entirely sure if I want to take it or not because of that. It's one of those moves that's nice, you know, when you can get it to work, but a lot of the enemies I have coming up, I'll use special attacks, let's face it. Will, special attacks. I mean, I guess I could use it against Koga. Yeah, and Bruno. So I guess it'd have utility at the Elite Four somewhat for about half their members. Most of the Dark Pokemon, not Dark Pokemon, let's face it, Karen's team doesn't have that many Dark Pokemon on it, but still, a lot of them have, you know, special attacks too, so you can't really reliably use Counter to bounce their moves back at them. I'm still not entirely sure I'm going to have to get past Houndoom, but that's something I'll cross when I get to it, I suppose. I mean, maybe by the time I get there, I'll have some sort of counter option set up. I hope. I suppose I could rely on Shuckle's rock typing to protect it at least against the fire attacks. Somewhat. Okay, take normal damage, but that's better than, you know, double damage, at least. Well, that's not going to be very effective. I mean, come on. You should use Seismic Toss or something, man. Of course, this next monster has Rock Slide. Huh. Do I want to send out Heracles for this battle or not? I'm torn. I think Monarch's probably going to be my best option here. Assuming I can pull off Sleep Powder and then go for Confusion, I might be able to rip this thing a new one, assuming I get Sleep Powder off on the first turn. And I didn't. Gosh darn it. I'm not getting back up after that one. Come on, Monarch. 85% chance for sleep, and you managed to screw it up. Well, first things first, we gotta set up a Reflect Barrier here. It probably won't save me from Rock Slide. Or if it does, it's gonna be just barely. But this way I'm set up for Heracross at least a little bit. I'm hoping for Paralysis. Didn't get it though. I'm surprised he hasn't missed yet with Rock Slide, to be honest. It's not the most accurate of moves out there. I mean, it's not got as bad accuracy as some of the other moves I relied on for strategies before, but still. It's not perfect by any stretch of imagination either. Well, whatever. Go for a strength attack. Assuming... Oh, he's going for Seismic Toss? I figured for sure he'd go for Rock Slide. Well, he basically just handed me the win now. Thanks, Machoke. You're a real pal there, throwing the fight in my favor. Unfortunately, I don't think we have what it takes to take down the next guy now. I'd have to rely on Heracross. That's already taken some damage already. It might be able to do it. It might end up just overpowering, making him Primeape entirely. I'm not entirely sure what would happen if they fought. After all, Mankey's not got the best defenses, so a good hit usually drops it. And Heracles definitely provides good hits, alright. But I think we'll go into the battle, fully healed up. We may have to do another Pokemon Center visit after this, too. Which kind of blows. I guess it shows the problem with most bug Pokemon. They just don't have what it takes to stand up to their enemies very well here. Kind of annoying, you know? But we'll just have to get past them anyway. Yeah, your Fists of Rage are gonna shatter my Pokemon. I mean, quite frankly, being Bug-type, I don't have to worry about your fighting maneuvers. It's moves like Mega Punch, Seismic Toss coming from these guys that kind of scare me the most. I mean, Seismic Toss wouldn't be that so bad if I was at a higher level, since I have a lot more health. But at these levels, they might be able to pull something off with it. Or at least be fairly annoying about it. Well, Heracles just overpower the entire team, making my retreat pointless somewhat. Well, if he does, I can just go straight into the battle with Chuck. Minus like 3 strength attacks, but I don't think I'm gonna need them anyway. I don't think I'm gonna be able to overpower Primeape though. I'd be honestly surprised if I managed to one-shot Primeape with just pure strength alone here. But who knows, maybe Heracles will surprise me by being able to pull it off anyway. Though I am surprised Primeape's not faster than I am. I was expecting it to get in the first blow at least. Ah, Fury Swipes. Well... Darn. Well, I could take my chances. The real iffy part's going to be taking down Poliwrath, to be honest. Well, if I can drop, Primeape with relative ease, it's not going to really matter. Okay. Yeah, I've come this far, alright. The sad part, though, is I'm going to have to swim back after this is all said and done. I mean, with the flying run, I can always get someone flying, just, head back with that riding, a Sparrow, which makes little sense when you think about it, because, let's face it, how on earth do I fit on a Sparrow? I mean, it's a pretty small bird there. Like, it's known as a tiny bird, if I remember correctly, so how on earth do you ride it? Like, do you tie a rope to it and it just drags you across the ocean while you hang on the rope? Better use a harness if you're gonna do that, man. Well, let's get started. Well, if we crit, we might get a knockout. Nope. Ow, and this guy thinks Fury Swipe seemed to be slightly more effective, albeit didn't get as many off, which is a plus. Well, I guess now the question is, do I want to set up on Poliwrath, or do I just want to try and knock it out with pure power? I think I'll let Heracles have a chance at first. It may just, overwhelm it with its strength attack, potentially. But I suppose it's going to depend, if I get put to sleep or not on Poliwrath's turn, because if it pulls that off, it's going to be over. There's no way I'm going to bounce back from it, and if it does enough damage with Surf, no recovery either. But it's alright. I can endure it, you know? Or maybe I'll try to show off and we'll go with, Dynamic Punch here. Though I'd be surprised. Why get fancy, you know, if you don't have to? Well, at least it wasted its critical hit there. Okay, Golden Ladybug, let's do this. Light screen. There. Oh, reduce the damage from Surf at least. Which will probably be its main attack here. A bit more tolerable. Now let's throw out the Thunder Punch. Heracles did most of the work, but I think Golden Ladybug's gonna be able to finish this. Yeah, it's paralyzed and can't attack. Oh, it managed to land a Dynamic Punch. But it throws it out Bug Flying type, so it doesn't do that much damage anyway. But it got me confused, so now I'm gonna have to switch. Darn it. It's making me waste a turn here on the switch out. Oh, it's getting lucky with those Dynamic Punches. It's managed to force us another switch out. Unlike in the flying run where it kept missing when I was throwing my Skip Loom and stuff. All of a sudden, you know, Palras got the aim of the gods, apparently. It's raining down its rage. As impotent as it is. Because I'm more worried about the confusion damage than the damage from Dynamic Punch here. Well, you managed to force me to go with 3 Pokemon, Chuck. I'll give you credit. You made me do some switches because I didn't bring full heals and stuff. If I'd brought those, I wouldn't have bothered. Yeah, but I don't have any Pokemon that can fly. I'd have to get an HM Slave for that, and I don't have one. Yeah, but without something that allows me to make it hit, I'm not gonna rely on it, let's face it. Even if I could give it to Heracross and, you know, be like, oh, I got this super powerful Dynamic Punch, like, it doesn't matter if I can never hit my target. Like, what good does it do me? Like, sure, it could probably hit Steelix for a ton of damage, but I'd have to hit it first. Yeah, it's quite useful on HM for quick traveling at least, but we don't have anyone that can do it with, so it's just going to be put to the wayside, I suppose. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Next time, we'll return to Olivine City in order to heal Anthe and take on Jasmine. Till then, see ya.